Greetings everyone, my name is Hyper1 and today I will be casting 3 cheese games sent to me by Aurigami on the r/StarCraft Discord server. On the top right hand corner we have player, the red Protoss player. And on the bottom left hand corner we have El Ori, also known as Aurigami, our blue Terran player today for this game. So looks like I'm going to start off with a pylon on the low ground for player. Okay, looks like this is on the right game speed, my bad. So these 3 games all start with a cheese, and I believe Aurigami is the one who's cheesing in these. So we're gonna find out what the cheese is. It's gonna be a forge first on the low ground from player, and a single gas from, nope, okay, it looks like it's actually gonna be a double gas. It's gonna be a double gas from Aurigami. Player is going to come in here, and what does he see it? Okay, he is going to see the double gas. So player does see the double gas. He went forge first, and he doesn't have a gateway, so this is going to be a cannon rush, but I'm not sure what he plans to get accomplished with this. Okay, there's another probe here. There is another probe, and this one is 2 SCVs chasing it, so it's not really going to get much done. This pylon's gonna finish up. So is he gonna start putting down cannons? He's gonna put down a gateway and 2 pylons here to wall it up. But the probe's gonna die. The probe's gonna die, so it looks to me like this rush is just shut down for now. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. Meanwhile, this probe is just gonna keep getting chased. So I'm sorry, give me a moment. I've been getting complaints that my game audio is a little bit too loud for some people, so just turn it down a bit more, and yeah, there we go. So this probe gets chased all the way back here, and he's just gonna give up. You can see that he's already put down the gateway. Where did he? Oh no, that's the gate. The gateway's on the other side of the map. Is the gateway gonna finish? Because if the gateway finishes, then player needs to put down a cyber core right now, or he is never going to get his tech up in time. As you can see, Nexus is almost halfway done. Gateway is over here. It's unpowered, but it is still there, which means player can build a cyber core right now if he wants to. Is he going to build a cyber core? No, he's going to get a second gas. He's going to saturate that gas. With only 2 workers so far. Another pylon, going to maybe wall off the Reaper wall, and Nexus is finishing up. One cannon next to the forge to protect it. A lot of holes, but against Terran, you usually don't need to make a full wall against Terran unless they're making Hellions or something like that, or Reapers, and the cannon's probably going to take care of them anyway. Gateway's almost dead. Okay. Looks like player will put down 2 gateways and a cybernetics core back at his base, so he will be okay for the time being. Meanwhile, the gateway dies. Alright. Reaper will attempt to scout the natural base, but he will die instead. Does he know? He knows. Oh wait, no. His SCV scouted that earlier. So he already knew anyway that his opponent is expanding, and now Aurigami will take his own natural expansion. It's gonna be, what's the tech here coming out from Aurigami? Looks like going to be a Widow Mine, Medevac, and another Widow Mine, or getting an Armory. No Armory, so this will not be cloaked Widow Mines. In the meantime, we have player making a shield battery at home. Looks like he realizes that he doesn't have a whole lot of army right now, and he doesn't know whether his opponent is ahead or not, because honestly it's kind of hard to tell after you do a cannon rush and you get 0 scouting information on your opponent after that. So he's gonna make a few stalkers at home to keep himself safe. Meanwhile, he's going into Stargate tech. So Stargate tech, and no, he's actually got. Where's his Twilight? Oh my God! I thought that was a gateway. I thought it was a gateway, but apparently it's a Twilight Council. Hang on a second. What? Wait, hang on a second. He canceled the gateway. He cancels the gate. Okay, hang on. Okay, he cancels the gateway, and he puts a Twilight Council down instead. Alright, that explains a lot. Okay, Twilight Council finishes up and Stargate Tech is on the way. I'm expecting a Blink upgrade coming up. Meanwhile, there's a medevac heading across. It's gonna boost. It's gonna use a boost kind of early when it's almost next to the base. Okay, I don't think player saw it. Player probably did not see this medevac. So what is? Okay, let's watch his vision.
Gangway coming through.
Okay, is player gonna see this? Player sees it. Player is literally looking right at it. Hang on, no. I'm sorry, I messed up. Okay, so this is player's vision right now. He's putting down his gateway. And, okay, he's not looking at his mini-map at all. Yep, no probe of that is gonna kill a lot of probes. That is gonna kill around 12? I believe that was around 12 probe kills, maybe a couple less, because a couple probes did die at the start of the game. Anyway, we're gonna stop looking at his point of view. Go back home, start probe with the tech lab, a Raven will come up. Looks like Aurigami might be afraid of DT Chiefs coming up. Oh, he did see the Twilight Council. Usually when you see a Twilight Council this early in PvT, it could very well mean DT Tech. Phoenix will come out to take care of this medevac, which should really drop its Widow Mines. Before it goes, it's gonna drop both of them. Burrow. Okay, this Widow Mine will not burrow in time, but this one will get another few kills. There's 9 kills so far. That is not a bad Widow Mine. Which means that the economies of both players are roughly even, with player now slightly ahead. Plus one infantry weapon is coming on the way for Aurigami. So we're just gonna see some marine tank push coming up soon with a medevac on the way. Our Stargate Tech player is gonna bring these Phoenix over, and charge is about to be done. So charge. Looks like we're looking at charge Phoenix, and this player looks like he's just gonna keep making Phoenix. Yeah, player just looks like it's just gonna be more Phoenix from here. So we'll see how that works out for him. Another Phoenix is just gonna, oh my god, is this rallied? No. It is rallied, but it will get away in time. Meanwhile, Aurigami is supply blocked. Stim is on the way. No combat shields. Looks like Protoss already has +1 weapons down. This Raven, looks like Aurigami sent the Raven over, and it will do an auto turret harass. It will get 5 kills for its troubles. Not a bad Raven, not a bad auto turret at all. And this will be a Templar archive, so we'll be seeing some high Templar. There is no sign of player stopping this Phoenix production. So, Mass Phoenix against Terran. We'll have to see how Aurigami responds to that. His third Nexus is on the way for player. In the meantime, Origami's production tab filling up as he masses a sizable army. Frey, an 8-minute push. A push that should arrive at around 8 minutes on that side of the map. +1 infantry weapons is about to be done. And concussive shells should also be done by that time. So, but this is looking to be still going to be a macro game. He's not looking to outright win with this, although he could. Third CC is going to be done soon. Their barracks coming on the way. Aurigami smartly loads up these medevacs and flies these medevacs across the map with boosts, so they're gonna reach the other part of the army in time for this push. Meanwhile, player is just gonna catch a glimpse of this push as he's caught on the other side of the map, which is very unfortunate for him because this wall is just gonna go down easily. He can't let those zealots engage on their own. They're just gonna get gunned down by the Marines. He needs every Phoenix to win this fight, and even then, I don't think he can win this. Storm is almost done. Storm research will be complete, but these High Templar only have 50 energy when they spawn in. So he needs to wait another 20 or so seconds in order to get him Storm off. And in the meantime, he has to hold on. Raven will throw down an auto turret, Bile is simming forward, and they will just annihilate all of these Phoenix. And, okay. Yep, that's your game. Aurigami wins. So, that was a failed cannon rush into a 2-base Marine bio tank push response from the Terran player, and player could not cancel his Nexus because it was already done. The thing about Protoss versus Terran is that Terran tends to around the 6 to 10 minute timing, that is when Protoss tends to have more workers but less supply in army than Terran does, which means it is Protoss's job to sort of defend the 2-base push that may or may not happen from Terran. And in this game, player just did not have player did not have splash damage. Player did not even have like any sort of tech in order to take out this big bioforce. And he was even caught like all the way down here trying to do his own push, but he just left his own base super undefended, and one cannon at the front was not going to cut it. Honestly, I would have recalled up into the main, but I would have recalled part of the army into the main and started to do a surround on this, but even then, there are simply not enough army supply to get it done. So overall, a really good game coming out of Aurigami. Anyway, that'll be it for game 1, and we'll open up game 2. I'll see you then. Alright, we are back for game number 2 of this cheese all-in series from Aurigami. And in the top left corner we have the red Terran player, Mime. And in the bottom left hand corner we have the blue Terran player, Aurigami. Both players will throw out the good luck, have fun. And oh, this looks like it's gonna be a gas first coming out of Aurigami. Not a Rax first, a gas first. So usually gas first openers will try to, the intention of going gas first is so that you can get more tech going up early. Whereas a Rax first sort of lets you pump out units earlier, like your Marines, but it's slower on the tech path. So, oh my god, look at this. Aurigami doing fancy stuff out here. Aurigami will hide his barracks outside of his main. Is he hoping that Mime will scout him and overreact to this? We're gonna find out. Second gas will come up from Aurigami. Meanwhile, Mime is up here building his racks to block the Reaper wall. This is interesting. It looks like he's going to block the Reaper wall with that barracks, and he's going to finish it up with another building over here, possibly an add-on. Anyway, interesting to build the supply depot here, if you're just going to wall off this part anyway. He's not actually walling off. He looks like he's just putting all his tech here, like so it makes it like straight line. Another supply depot will go down here, and a factory will come up again in the natural, not the main base, the natural Aurigami. Neither side has appeared to have scouted the other yet. First Marine is out for Aurigami. First Reaper should be coming up momentarily for Mime, and it will not be rallied across the map, it will just be here. Nope, looks like it is going to be sent. Where are you sending this? It will just be sent in front of the natural. Mime appears to be scouting his own natural for stuff, and I'm not sure why he would do that in TVT, but okay. Mime will be full walling his main ramp with 3 supply depots. We're going to get the add-on swap, factory, tech lab, and what he's going to make. He's going to make a siege tank. He's going to go for that really early defensive tech. And with the full wall on the supply depot, he's hoping he won't die to any sort of all-in. This Reaper appears to just be patrolling around, making sure there's nothing suspicious coming out. Oh god, there's a barracks flying across the map. Where are you going? He hasn't queued it to... Okay, that is where he wants to move it. So that barracks will be flying over there, and it's a cyclone coming out. So it's a cyclone, and Magfield has already been on researching for quite some time. This is going to be some kind of cyclone with Magfield all in attack. Because the CC is just barely started up. It might not be all in, but when you commit to an attack like this early on, you sort of need it to get something done, especially because he has no bio at home. He is sacrificing one of his production facilities entirely for vision. This Reaper is going to come over here. What are you going to see? This Reaper has not seen anything yet. You cannot just sit there. I'm not sure what Mime is thinking. At 3:30 into a TVT, nobody's going to have any buildings there unless they're, especially not on their own side of the map. Okay, Reaper will go in. What are you going to see? CC is done, what are you going to see? You are going to see a Cyclone in a factory with a tech lab in the natural researching something, but does Mime know? Was that Mime actually paying attention? Will he respond to it correctly? Raven pops out. Raven is not the right answer to Cyclone Macfield. You need a Liberator. Actually, not a Liberator. You just need Siege Tanks to zone this out. Don't even let them have the time of day. Barracks is on the way here now. Mime will see the barracks floating. Okay, Mime sees this. Mime sees this push, and he's responding, and he is gonna lose that Hellion. Oh, and first Cyclone just instantly dies because Siege Tanks are good defensive units, and Cyclones are flimsy. But at the moment, Mime does not actually have a way to deal with this floating barracks. He has two Vikings about to pop out, but until now he hasn't had anything that shoots up. Meanwhile, Aurigami will continue to pump Cyclones out of his factory on the other side of the map. Why are you're rallying up here, aren't you? Okay, you need to send that across the map, Aurigami. This Rax has a lot of HP because it's a building, but it doesn't have infinite HP. Liberator coming in to just place the siege tank, but it will unsiege as soon as it realizes the Vikings are coming over. So long as these siege tanks are sieged up, these Cyclones can't really get anything done. So this Liberator is... Where are you going? You are going to go around... Okay, you're going to go around, presumably. Siege tanks will unsiege, but does he know? Aurigami does not know. Aurigami is going to grab a third CC. Alright, so far the Cyclones have not really managed to accomplish much at all. Oh, they are going to grab the stink. They are going to grab... Okay. In the early game like this, especially against a mech player who has fewer units, fewer, more expensive... Okay, whoa, no, get out of there. They will get out of there with 10 and 3 HP and not a bad number of kills. Oh my god, do not stop there. No! Oh my god, both Cyclones die. And this is just good. Okay, there are 4 Vikings, 1 Raven, and 2 Siege Tanks coming over to this side of the map. And I don't think Aurigami has any way to deal with this. He has his own Siege Tank and 2 Vikings. 2 Siege Tanks, 2 Vikings, and a Cyclone. But can they deal with this? Oh no, he's gonna siege on here, and those Siege Tanks can definitely reach the CC. Those Vikings will be forced to land to protect themselves from the superior red Viking cloud. Cyclone will walk in, it will just barely get up the ramp in time to get out of range. There's no way to save the CC. Siege Tanks are covering the ground, Vikings covering the air. Auto turrets will take down those Siege Tanks. So now he's... Oh, that... Okay, this is a very scary push coming out of red, and he's gonna use the medevac to drop the Siege Tanks into the main base. So now Aurigami is shut out of. Now he's in the main base. He can't quite hit anything with those Siege Tanks, but it will be very difficult to displace him, especially with if he can get those Liberators over there. Mime is nothing that can shoot up if he kills his Vikings. And his Viking cloud is superior right now, so he should just go for it. Liberator, where are you going? Liberator needs to be used to displace these Siege Tanks as soon as the Vikings are dead. 4 Vikings versus 2 Vikings. The Vikings will land. Raven will die. Where is the Siege Tank rallying? Siege Tank will die? Siege Tank will go in the minimum range of the Siege Tank. It will be safe for a while and then it will die. Viking dies. Siege Tanks getting shot by the Liberator. Will the Vikings land to chase? Okay, they will land and chase that Siege Tank down. No, they will not. They will just land. And this Siege Tank is dead. So, overall, that was a pretty... That was actually not that costly in terms of resources for Aurigami. But in terms of workers, he's lost 12 workers to this push. What? Wait a second. You have a 14 supply advantage, and you are not entirely dead. You have units, my guy. Well, why are you tapping out? I guess he just thought he lost too much, but there is a third CC on the way, and he doesn't know. He doesn't know that he has a third CC, or does he? Where did the third CC? Okay, he knows that he never actually got to kill the third CC. Who knows? Maybe at this level of play, it's totally possible that he forgot about it. But maybe he just felt that he lost so much with this push and would never be able to come back into this game. If Aurigami just doesn't push, I think Mime could totally come back from this. But oh well, he is going to tap out, and Aurigami will be the winner of your second game. So our units lost 9 Vikings, 4 tanks, and a Raven, the big ones. And Aurigami only lost the Cyclones early on and 2 of the Vikings, and the Workers, which is a big deal. But I guess. Anyway, that's it for your game 2. I'll be back with game 3 in just a moment. Hello, we are back with game number 3 of Aurigami's all-in slash cheese replays. It's going to be on Glittering Ashes this time. I guess I forgot to mention the map, but I'm sure you guys can see down here what the map is. Anyway, on the bottom left-hand corner, we have the red Terran player, Aurigami. And on the top right-hand corner, we have Kors, their blue Protoss player. Look at Aurigami with his little trophy here. That means he won a tournament this season. I'm sure he's quite proud of that. I believe he was only diamond earlier, but based on the border of his profile picture at the start of this replay, he seems to be in Masters League now. So that's very nice. Good job, Aurigami. I'm proud of you. Anyway, Gas and Gateway will be walling off this side. On this map, the Reaper wall is a little bit hard to wall off, so instead I guess this is a totally acceptable alternative wall off. You could put a pylon there. I guess it's not as necessary though, so it's next to the main ramp anyway. Probe will come down here to scout the Terran player. What is it gonna see? Gateway and Brax will both be finishing up. Kors is gonna do a bit of probe poking on the barracks SCV, and he will not be successful in killing it, but he does manage to get 2 SCVs to follow him, and his scout does see that there will be 2 gases, and they are both saturated. And there is a full wall off, so his probe will not be getting out. The fact that Aurigami is spending money on supply this quickly, and he's fully walling, that should give him a pretty big clue that he is not going to expand. So we are going to see how Kors reacts to this. On the other side of the map, Aurigami is going to send this SCV over, and you will see a probe moving out. Where are you going? Anyway, you will see that there is a second nexus. And he's just going to go around in this circle, and he's going to scout something. This probe over here is going to die to the Reaper. He cannot do a full loop because there is a full wall here with the Cyber Core and Gateway. Makes it really annoying to get in and get out with units like Reapers and such. Yeah, like this wall just messes up a lot of like mobility options the Terran has with like Hellions and Hellion drops and Widow Mines running around and Reapers and whatnot. This full wall just makes it a lot harder for the Terran player and just makes them so much easier to deal with. That probe that went over there was just scouting for some kind of proxy apparently. Of course, Aurigami did not proxy anything, so he will not find anything. This SCV just went somewhere. Reaper is coming back home. Another Reaper coming back home. Probe will be sent across the map to do something. Natural Nexus is all done from Kors, but this SCV doing nothing. Aurigami's natural CC is halfway done. Looks like there's going to be a Reaper on this reactor, or a reactor on this barracks. I'm sorry. This probe is just going to be patrolling. Did you see the Hellion? The probe see the Hellion. There's going to be 2 Reapers and a Hellion coming across, and I don't think Kors realizes that there's going to be a hit squad about to do a number on his mineral line. There's 1 Stalker. With good micro, 2 Reapers and a Hellion will kill 1 Stalker. They just will. So will 3 Reapers, but the second Stalker will show up to back up his buddy over here. 3rd Stalker will be warped in, and this probe is coming back home. Anyway, no way he's gonna get through 3 Stalkers, so the Reaper's gonna come up. No, back up. Oh my god, you are not gonna get that Stalker. Come on. Excellent use of the KDA charge in order to bounce these stalkers up, interrupt them, don't let them get the kill on the Reapers. Reapers will survive to fight another day as they heal up with their higher regen rate. Outside of battle, Hellion gets 0 kills. Reapers will come in, but they will find a full wall, and this is not good. This is an excellent wall off for dealing with Reapers. So they will just come out, and the 4 stalkers catch them. And yep, those are some dead Reapers. Oh, there are 2. Oh my god, I missed it. There's a medevac that was coming this entire time with 2 Widow Mines, and Chorus is gonna just head across the map. There's gonna be a bunker here, but it's not gonna stop them from walking in. 6 Marines. Let's see what the medevac drop does. Does he see it? Okay, he sees it, and he pulls the probes. He's gonna lose. Oh my god. He's actually getting messed up so hard by this. Okay, that's a lot of lost mining time, and 4 probes will go down, which is not bad for the fact that Cores did see it. Although he neglected to properly pull the probes here, so he did lose 3 to a single mine. 6 Stalker push will be coming across the map, and all that there is here is an empty bunker and a bunch of Marines and a Raven out of place to defend. Add-ons will be swapped. A siege tank will come. Okay, Blink is done. Blink has been done for a while, so this siege tank is in trouble if he blinks in. No, he will not really get. There are too many Marines here. He will not. If he blinks into Sniper Tank, he will lose all the Stalkers. 3rd base is done. 2nd base is not on the way for Terran. He doesn't even have like a superior army supply at this point, so I wonder how this is going to turn out for him. Cores with only a 3 worker advantage right now. Although to be fair, he's also not that far behind an army. 2 more gateways. Robo was finished a while ago. He will pump out an observer. That observer will help to scout the space, see what's going on. 4 gases on 2 base. And he's going bio. Stim just now starting up. No combat shields yet. Combat shields? Come on, we're waiting on the gas. Come on, I know you can get. We have the gas for combat shields, but we're not getting combat shields. +1 weapons is on the way. This could very well be a combat shield or a push that is going to happen without combat shield. Some pushes are like that. Did a bunch of more workers die? I think they did. Okay, he did get this drop while we were not watching. Actually, we will. You know what? Screw it. We'll go back and watch. So, Aurigami's gonna come in here, and he's. Oh, he doesn't. Okay, does he drop these? Oh, he will drop these. And this one has 1 kill, and we know this one has 3 kills. He's not gonna see this in time. Okay, 4 kills, 6 kills. So we are gonna get a total of 6 more probe kills, which is not bad. And I think Horus is not properly respecting the fact that maybe he just forgot, but in any case he stopped respecting the fact that there's a Widow Mine medevac just flying outside, sitting outside his base. And the second he's not paying attention to it, he will go in and just shoot it down. So yeah. Anyway, these stalkers are still outside the base, just to make sure he doesn't push out without him knowing about it. Third CC is almost done from Aurigami. Cars is going to be supply blocked, but the pylons are finishing up soon, so it's okay. We're running a lot of stalkers to deal with this. That is a lot of stalkers. That is a lot of. I guess he's not doing anything else right now. That is a lot of stalkers to deal with one medevac with only 2 Widow Mines. Only, I say. But that is still a pretty big threat. I guess you're not doing anything else with the army. Meanwhile, okay, he does react in time to the fact that there is a stim bio tank group moving out from the Terran's natural. He'll send down 1, okay, blinks out, just to see what how big the army is, because maybe he didn't get a proper look the first time. He just had to blink them away before they died. Another blink away, this observer will help him confirm everything, but the Raven will allow him to kill the observer. Observer, a really good invisible unit for vision and detection. Detection as well as just vision in general, but when there's a Raven around and stuff that can shoot up the observer is not safe, guys. It's just not. Anyway, big charge lot Blinkstalker army is up here, but this is a big army to deal with not a lot of bio and sea shanks, so Aurigami will go back home. There is still 4 blink stalkers on each side of this and 2 chargers on this side in order to deal with this medevac still, and Kors has his eye on that medevac this entire time. Great job to Aurigami, who has not been accidentally F2A moving his entire army around and thus sending this medevac straight into its death. Pro will go across the map and scout the back of this army moving out. So Kors is going to prepare to take this fight. Come on, siege up first. Oh my god. No, okay. Aurigami is super out of position, but he will distract a big group of the zealots, and he will take cover behind the mineral line. So the zealots cannot get surface area, landing the Vikings so that they can help deal with the ground army because there's nothing in the air to fight. And all of a sudden, all the zealots are gone. They didn't get much value. Stalkers are forced to retreat, but there's a blink stalker group, and they will get one of the medevacs on almost full one, and a raven. Oh my god! And suddenly this engagement does not look as good for Aurigami as the first fight was great, and then he tried to go into the main, and it was denied. So overall, it's not bad for Aurigami, but his push is effectively sort of sandbagged at this point. Okay, he will blink. Okay, this time he will go back into the main with only 2 medevacs this time and not just quite as big an army. Kors is not ready for it, but he will warp in some stuff and he should be okay. Yeah, he will be okay. Most of this bio is very, very badly looted. He will move out. He will get out of here with these medevacs and just sit there, hang tight for a while. We don't mind. It's still buried, so we can take out another unit. And there's just army being F2 moved everywhere now. This medevac. Wait, what happened to the medevac? Did it die? Okay, it did die. Sometime during all that. I'm not gonna scroll back again, but sometime during all that we did miss the medevac moving out and dying. If you want to go back in the video and watch when that happened, I encourage you to. But it looks like whatever army presence is up here did its job. Retreating medevacs will be caught, and now we are facing roughly even army supplies. It is gonna be charge lots and blink stalkers versus bio mine. I'm not sure this is a good fight for the Protoss player. Oh my god, mine's excellent line connections. The zealots are going to mostly be taken out, and these stalkers cannot deal with bio on their own. They need the zealots to sort of take a lot of the damage and sort of do damage, because zealots are both tankier in this sense and deal more damage than the stalkers do. The stalkers are sort of deal more damage at range, but so long as the zealots can close on their targets, they do a lot of damage too. The only issue is that they're melee and not ranged. The Protoss army will return. Sorry about that. Protoss army will return. EMPs will be thrown down. You cannot fight. An EMP Stalker army cannot fight a Stim Bio army. You're not going to take this fight. High Templar running away. Storm research is not quite done yet, and only 64 energy. Run. Mines are just scattered all over the map. I don't know if Aurigami just forgot about them or he's leaving them there on purpose to get these occasional kills. And if they do get kills, that's not bad. It is not quite as good as having them right at the fight where you need them, but getting 1 or 2 kills here is not awful. The Observer will show up in order to help him clean up this mess. 4th base is already done from Aurigami. Kors will only now just be taking his 3rd base. Right now, we are looking at a Kors who has barely any army supply versus a really scary-looking biomine army with Ghost from Aurigami. So, if I'm Kors right now, and I would not be getting that Nexus right now. This army is super tiny. And okay, this bio army is just gonna move up. If I'm Kors, I cancel this Nexus. I just try to hang on for dear life. I get more zealots, more stalkers. I just cancel this, I warp in more zealots and try to just delay this push as much as I possibly can. And you don't wait you go out onto the map and you try to take him by surprise. You don't just wait for him to come to your base. But nonetheless, this push will come out. Are you gonna get EMPs on the High Templars would be great here. Oh my god. And those mine connections are huge, taking out half of the zealots. the High Templar will be EMP'd somewhat, but they will get a couple storms off, the ones that did not get EMP'd. Archons being morphed from the High Templar that spent all their energy. Observer will come over so we can actually clean up these Widow Mines, which are almost off cooldown. So, but this is still a huge army, and there's more where that came from. Yeah, you cannot just send out a single Zealot to clean up these mines when there's a lot of bio like waiting right there. Mines will get excellent connections on the Zealots again, and will not splash back into the bio. Yeah, there's just not enough. This High Templar doesn't have the energy to cast Storm. This fourth base will go down. There is no saving it. Mule is called down. Is that a Manor Mule or is it an accidental Mule? Who knows? Maybe he'll repair the Dynamax with it. Widow Mine on this base, so we can't take it. Very nice. It'll even kill the worker that comes to build a Nexus. Transfer the probe over to the fourth, now third base. So his economy will survive somewhat. And he still does have more workers, but this is a massively this is almost doubly saturated. Doubly oversaturated, doubly saturated once oversaturated. So there you go. Zealot, Blink, Colossus, High Templar army will move out. Or just on the wrong side of his territory to defend this push, which is coming very soon. Oh my god, he has no map vision. This is just going to show up in front of his other base and it's going to destroy it. Liberator going for some kind of harass, but it's gonna die. It's gonna find the army, which is actually good for Aurigami, because now he can confirm that there is nothing to defend this base. Early Widow Mines. Oh my god. Oh my god, disgusting Widow Mine connections on those probes. The Liberators will be sieged up, Bio stem forward, and will Cores be able to hold? He is half the army supply. The storm will go down, but EMP the entire army for one ghost. And this Protoss army just has no shields left. They will die. Even the splash damage from this Colossus and High Templar will not be enough to save Cores, and Aurigami takes it. More mules called down. Okay, I'm starting to think that these actually are Manor mules coming out of Aurigami. Aurigami does tell me that he hates playing against Protoss. He just thinks it's the most boosted race ever. So it wouldn't surprise me that he just throws down these Manor mules when he plays against Protoss. Anyway, that was an incredibly efficient game coming out of Aurigami. Look at the resources lost tab. Less than 10,000 resources lost versus 23,000 resources lost per course. I mean, look at that. Like, Cores lost almost twice as many. Like, Aurigami lost almost 60 bio units, and Cores lost 90 zealots. When you lose more zealots than your opponent does bio units, you're usually losing the game. Usually, their Marines are supposed to die in roughly equal at worst, but usually greater numbers than your zealots do. Anyway, really nice game coming out of Aurigami. That was a well executed 2-base push, and he just went with that advantage and he just capitalized on it. And Cores was sort of always caught out in the wrong position at the wrong time. Not gonna lie, this Medivacs, like, Aurigami was always intending to push on this angle, but because that Liberator that he was probably maybe harassing with, but maybe he was scouting with it, the fact that he found this army over here just like completely opened him up to take this angle. And Cores just, if he had a nice choke on this ramp, he would have been able to do something about it. But instead, instead the bio army just gets such a nice angle to hit this base at, which is a little bit more narrow for the Protoss player to go and kill the Terran player. And yeah, just overall great engagements coming out of El Ori today. So yeah, that has been your 3 cheese / all-in games from Aurigami for tonight. I'm Hyper1, and thank you for watching. This is the end of this cast. I'll be signing off.